This country, we call it the news cycle, but at some point, I don't know, it feels to me at times like it's a news superhighway. There's so much movement. It's so busy. You blink, you miss it sometimes. So in all this time that we've been, building up to this judgment from the High Court in Pietermaritzburg, there was a brief moment where the role players, as in the advocates and others, appeared on the digital platform and then disappeared. And we didn't understand what's going on. Everyone was on standby that, soon it will get started. And we saw the names being added to the digital platform. Turns out it was really a brief one-liner. One-liner really from Judge Mnguni from the High Court in Pietermaritzburg. As you see there at the bottom of your screen, former President Jacob Zuma's bid to stay out of prison. It was meant to be a stay of execution of the detention warrant of the Constitutional Court. Well, that has failed before Judge Mnguni. Let's bring in eNCA's Siphamandla Goge, bring him back in. Siphamandla, you blink, you missed it. We had thought that there would be, the judge would come in and sit, and there would be a bit of a reading of the judgment, and we'd get one or two reasons. Even if it's not a lengthy, extensive judgment, we had expected more. But it turns out it was a one-liner with the effect that former President Jacob Zuma stays in jail. What do we know?
Well, that's the only thing we know. It's been dismissed, really. I can tell you that one of the shortest judgments here handed down. We expect that reasons will be sent later to the legal representatives of all the parties. But Judge Mnguni just walking in there, of course it's virtual, but setting up, logging on, everyone was there. At least those who matter the most in terms of all the legal representatives of all the parties here, and then just like that, dismissed. So former President Jacob Zuma's application here to put on hold his pending arrest at the time, not now, he's already behind bars, so it's gone, just like that, dismissed to Lasizwe. We hope that reasons will be sent later on so that we can study this judgment and then try to get more out of it, because based on what the judge did there, it was just a very brief order of proceedings here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, eNCA's Siphamandla Goge. We will allow you to now go to, the registrar's office and follow through and find and see if you can get a copy of the judgment. It reminds me of a almost similar situation we almost suffered at the Supreme Court of Appeal some years back. I think it was also a Zuma matter. I think it was the spy tapes, where the judgment, it really was brief. It may have been another matter, but I do remember almost suffering a fate similar to yours out there, Siphamandla Goge.